So far, it seems that Google's Pixel Fold is getting some things right and some not so much. As yes, specifications continue to unfold from trusted sources, and we're kind of mixed with what we see. We have a new Moto Razr in the radar that's also sounding like a good product for the most part, or maybe two. And it seems both Apple and Google have decided to find a solution to stalkers tracking you with AirTags. I'm Jaime Rivera, and Tuesday would be so much more fun if the first three letters of the word would be FRI. Yeah, my jokes are terrible. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today will actually come later in the video, so let's begin today with a pretty interesting alliance between Apple and Google. Cupertino has announced a new partnership with Mountain View today to lead an industry specification to address unwanted tracking. Through the partnership, both companies will create a draft specification to alert users about possible unwanted tracking by AirTags and other Bluetooth item trackers. So far, we only have a set of features on iOS that are designed to counter unwanted tracking and stalking with AirTag item trackers. However, those features are not really available to third-party item tracking companies. The technology created by the two companies will allow Bluetooth location tracking devices to be compatible with unauthorized tracking detection and alerts across both iOS and Android. The report also mentions that more companies could join this partnership in the future. It is reported that companies like Samsung, Tile, and others have expressed interest in supporting this technology. Thing is, so long as the support is brought to the operating systems, I think we should be fine, but we'll keep you posted. Now let's move on to Motorola and the new reports about the next Razr, and yes, it seems there is at least one of these that's going to be called the Razr 40 Ultra, because apparently it's not the only one. It is reported that it will be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Plus Gen 1, which sure is not the latest and greatest, but is still pretty legendary in the performance and efficiency that I get on my Z Fold 4 or Z Flip 4. In addition, the chipset will be paired with a hefty 12 gigs of RAM and up to half a terabyte of storage. We still don't know the measurements of the display, but the report mentions that it'll have a resolution of 2640 by 1080 with 120Hz refresh rate on the inside. In terms of cameras, this is where things get a bit not too fun. Motorola is apparently using a 12-megapixel Sony IMX563 for the primary camera and a 13-megapixel ultra-wide sensor we're still looking to confirm. The Razr 40 Ultra will also have other features like NFC, a fingerprint sensor, eSIM support, and will be available in black, blue, and barberry, which is a type of red it seems. To make matters more interesting, we hear there's also a second model that could be more affordable, but we don't have any details on that. We'll keep you posted as things continue to evolve. Moving on, let's get to the official news because yes, Google just confirmed the date for the launch of the Pixel 7a. In a teaser that was uploaded earlier today, the company confirmed that the new mid-ranger will hit the India market on May 11th. However, the announcement could take place on May 10th, which, you guessed it, is Google I/O. Now, as for specs, Roland Quant shared an image that reveals all the details. The Pixel 7a will be the first model in the series to feature a high-resolution main camera. It will be a 64-megapixel main sensor and a 13-megapixel ultra-wide. It will come with a 6.1-inch Full HD Plus display at 90Hz refresh rate. This model will also be the first in the budget-friendly line to adopt wireless charging with an 18-watt speed. As in the case of the Pixel 7 and 7 Pro, it'll also be powered by the Tensor G2, but sadly, the RAM and storage capabilities were not necessarily mentioned in the leak. Finally, the Pixel 7a is expected to start at $500, which is $50 more than its predecessor. Let me know what you think about that price change in the comments because I am not liking it. And finally, for the hottest news today, let's stick to Google since we also have more renders and specifications of the Pixel Fold. According to a new report by Evan Blass, the company's first foldable will adopt a form factor similar to the Galaxy Z Fold 4, featuring a 5.8-inch OLED display on the outer cover and a main 7.6-inch OLED display on the inside. And both of these panels will have 120Hz refresh rate. The Pixel Fold will be powered by the Tensor G2, which is the company's latest OnePlus chipset, and also comes with 12 gigs of RAM that you can pair with up to 512 gigs of storage. In the camera department, we get a 48 megapixel main sensor, a 10 megapixel ultra wide, and a 10 megapixel dual pixel telephoto. The Fold weighs 283 grams, is IPX8 water resistant, and will have a 4821 milliamp hour battery. The report also mentions that Google will emphasize the hinge mechanism and market it as a device with the most durable hinge. Finally, the phone will be available in two color options listed as obsidian and porcelain. It should be announced on May 10th and expected to cost $1,700 now. But anyways, in today's question, let us know, has the Pixel Fold caught your eye in any way so far? Because in my case, sure, but it seems like more of just a way to compete and not really something that brings innovation. That's just me, though. Leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know your opinion. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. You can also follow us on social medias. Our extended coverage happens on Instagram, and follow me on my personal handles to see me come up with terrible jokes. Just help me out in the comments. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.